Hey guys, it's Pam. This is part one of the red on red technique. We're utilizing a star shape and balayage and ombre techniques. Set up our star shape here, leaving out the fringe area. And you can go ahead and outline your star shape. And I got a little ahead of myself there. But outline your star shape. We are using Keune hair color, and it's a level 5. We're using 10 volume. And in the star shape, the level will change just by half and still 10 volume. So we're outlining the star shape. Once the star shape is outlined, I'm going to start my application in the back, working from the nape up. That's mostly going to be for ease and control of my hair and my sections and my application. But preparation is the key for any successful hair color endeavor, especially one with multiple steps. So you have to work out your plan before you start. Once I get all of the outline taken care of, I'll start the application in the back. The black collar that you see on my model is a Bob 2.0 TUO, and it's just a color protector. So my applications for hair color generally start in the front, but for ease and organization, we're going to start the application in the back. I'm going to put the color on what seems to be the regrowth. And I'm going to use a large tooth comb to keep the sections clean, but I prefer to part out my sections with the end of the color brush. That comb I like using because the end is encapsulated, as you see, and I think it's just like a flat top comb. So once you have all your retouch done, you can go ahead and start pulling your color through. To be most successful with color, you want to have saturation of all the hair strands. Using your thumb to mash or work the color through is great, but using a wide tooth comb gently will ensure that you've been through all of the strands of hair with good saturation. When working on longer, thicker hair like this gal has, you probably need a little bit more product, so it's always good to be prepared in advance, having it ready if you don't work with an assistant. It's the same color formula, level 5 with 10 volume. We have two different tones of red mixed in equal parts. See, even if you use your thumb to smash the color around, once you comb it through, you can kind of see the dry spots. So you just have to really make sure you work that color through. And if need be, you can give the ends of the hair spray of water to help move it around. Doesn't have to be sopping wet, but damp is fine. When you apply hair color at this length, it's good to work neatly and organized, keeping the hair away from the face. I find that if you do a retouch application, when you're done with your application, the best thing to do is go back around the hairline with a clean towel with either a color remover or some water and clean around the hairline so that your guest or client is not sitting there for 30 minutes with hair color on her face. I learned that years ago, and it was the best thing I think I could have learned when concerning the difficulties of getting hair color off of a client's face. Basing clients is even better, but if you don't have time for that, or that's not what you prefer to do, just clean around the hairline after your application is complete. So once all of this color is combed through, we're going to move into the top star section. Now if you wanted to, that top star section is great for changing your level and your tone altogether. So for example, if I'm using a level 5 underneath the star, I could easily use a 7 or an 8 or a 9, whichever you prefer, in the star section so that you can have a complete overlay. You just want to make sure you use the appropriate volume of developer and any pre-lightening if need be. So in her case, she already has her hair tinted. So if I were to go much lighter, I would have to pre-lighten her hair first, or at least prepare it. As we all know, color shouldn't lift color, and it usually doesn't. So in this application, once we get all this hair color saturated with our level 5 red, we're going to come in with 1 part level 5, 1 part level 6, same tones as before, still using 10 volume. And we're going to do a retouch application. These plastic strips come in varieties of lengths. I'll put the manufacturer in the details bar underneath the video. But they are a hair color product. So now I'm going to go ahead and outline my inside shape. Her fringe was colored with the previous color, so this is just the inside shape, as you can see. We made this part of the video for anyone who's never really tackled a star shape or managed around one. So these videos are a lot of times for new learners or people who want to refresh their memory or see how to manage around, try something new. So once I'm all done with this retouch, we're going to start smushing some color, as people say, or melting. Some people say melding, whichever term you prefer. So be sure to look for part 2. There's also a part 3, the final result. Part 2 is going to be all of the balayage and ombre technique. Thanks for watching.